We are now joined by Paul LaMonica from Barron's to talk a little bit about a specific stock that we'll get to in just a moment. But Paul, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
So Paul, we got O'Reilly Auto Parts on the docket today.
Glad you did it, and not me.
We're going to be talking about O'Reilly, and in particular, this company has done quite well this year. It's up 30% year to date, and the company's sales forecasts are growing while its peers appear to be declining. What are some of the reasons behind just how well this company has performed and just the execution underlying O'Reilly's success year to date?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, in particular, they've been, looks like taking market share probably from Advanced Auto Parts and Genuine Parts. AutoZone, which reported earnings earlier this week, is another very solid competitor. And I think a lot of people look at O'Reilly and AutoZone as the leaders in this industry. But O'Reilly in particular, I think, has done a great job of opening up a lot of these regional distribution centers across the country, and that enables them to get parts to stores and mechanics at lightning speed. One analyst that I quoted in the piece talked about how he was at a store doing a channel check, and employees there were telling him that they can get parts in as quickly as 20 minutes from one of their regional distribution hubs. So that's great for customers. If you're walking in and need a brake pad or oil, or obviously oil's usually in the store, but if you need something that's not there, odds are you're going to get it pretty quickly. And with consumers now driving clunkers for longer instead of buying new cars, there's a lot of need for those repairs every now and then. And I think a lot of people like to do it themselves for cost-effective reasons.
That's blown me away, is that the average age of a U.S. vehicle on U.S. roads is in over 12 years, I believe, right? And that has, I imagine, been a huge catalyst for the company in terms of its success. Is that something that the CEO and executives have noted, that the amount of used cars out there is helping their business?
Yeah, without question, either used cars or people just holding on to cars for longer. I mean, it does seem a little counterintuitive. You might think that, oh no, if GM and Ford are having slower sales, and if people are driving electric more, that would be a problem. But it doesn't seem to be the case. It's counterintuitive, but I think that the older the vehicle fleet is for cars and trucks across the country, that's probably better for O'Reilly, especially for those DIY customers that want to do the repairs themselves.
Are they seeing any impact from tariffs in terms of their products?
Yeah, I mean, tariffs have been a concern, but so far it seems like consumers are willing to pay the higher prices, or at least they're paying the higher prices. No one's obviously going in and saying, yay, I'm paying more money, but they aren't going to stop making the necessary purchases for maintenance and repairs. And I think O'Reilly and AutoZone have also done a decent job of keeping some of those costs down so that they don't have to pass all of the tariff-related expenses to consumers. So this seems to be a little bit more of a tariff-resistant consumer company than others. And it's why one analyst came up, we all talk about the Magnificent Seven and the former FANG stocks. An analyst at UBS said that O'Reilly is the O in the cow stocks of three fantastic retailers: Costco, which reported earnings last night, O'Reilly, and Walmart being the W.
We'll see if that takes hold. Paul LaMonica from Barron's. Paul, thanks so much for the time this week.
You.
Really appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks, guys.